When will we start implementing the plan? It's best to start tonight. So soon. I looked up at the darkening sky with a gloomy mood and wondered, I'm afraid we won't have much time to prepare then. I can't help it, Carol spread out her arms. There are 3 auctions, each taking place consecutively over the next 3 nights. After the auction tonight, the auction house will definitely go out to capture more slaves in preparation for the next one, so today is the best time to implement the plan. It's just, Carol lowered her head feeling remorseful, the slaves auction tonight and tomorrow evening can't be saved. Advertisements, that's not your fault, I stroked Carol's head. You are doing your best, so the most important thing now is to rescue the slaves who haven't been sold yet, right? Right. By the way, what about the 3 of them? I pointed to the trio lying on the side. It's fine to just leave them here, Carol curled her lip, all we needed from them was the ticket anyway. Although this is a remote location, some people going to the auction house will pass by, they won't be dying here. That's good, but I just want to ask something. What? I turned to look at the dark hole. Are there any other entrances like this to the auction house? Well, Carol nodded and began to explain, for the sake of safety, the auction site has a lot of entrances to it. This one seems to have fewer people and that's why I chose it. They truly are like a cunning rabbit with 3 burrows, however, this could be an important factor for us to rescue the slaves. I looked at the hole that looked like a tunnel with no end to it and began to think about various possibilities in my mind. Really? Then, should we look for all the entrances? It's going to start in the evening, do we even have the time to look for them? You're right. All right, let's leave the matter about tonight for later, I said to Carol, who was still squatting there, and signaled her to come over. I'm feeling hungry. Let's go eat first. Food. Carol instantly jumped and became attentive, but, we just ate 2 hours ago. So what? I'm hungry now. Besides, you pulled me out before I could even finish eating and now I'm hungry again. Oof, now that you mention it, even I ate only a few vegetable dishes, Carol muttered and rubbed her belly. Lilith is stingy. There were obviously so many meat dishes and you still only gave me the veggies. I guess you won't mind not eating anything and just licking the plates after me, Carol. Advertisements YA. I was wrong, I wholeheartedly apologize for my rudeness. Please, oh great and kind Lilith, reward me with a piece of meat. That depends on my mood, I pushed Carol, who was trying to rub her dirty face on mine again, but first we need to find a place for you to bathe and get a change of clothes, otherwise. I doubt the auction house will accept a dirty little beggar. I am not a little beggar. This lady is a dignified one. Oh. You can even roll on the ground for food, what dignity do you have left? Awawa. You are doing it again, Lilith, this lady will fight with you today. I'll play along. Ouch. That hurts. Guest, you've returned, you also brought the little beggar. The waiter was surprised when he saw me returning with Carol in tow. Who are you calling a beggar? This lady has already told you I'm not a little beggar, it looks like I need to teach you. Ouch. Advertisements, this chapter is provided to you by Relibrary. I caught Carol's hands that were waving around, then I smiled apologetically at the waiter and said, I would like to rent a private room again. Is there one available? Advertisements. I was also going to buy clothes for Carol, but then I remembered about the collection of clothes in my storage ring from my mother. They ranged from clothes for a newborn baby to ones that would fit me even when I will be 20,000 years old. I figured there might be probably a few that can be fit for Carol and save us the trouble of going out and instead directly go over to the restaurant at noon to get an open room for a bath. Of course, how many? 2 rooms. Okay. Wait a minute. Carol suddenly pushed away my hand that was blocking her mouth to stop me. Just get one. Why? I'll be embarrassed if you rent a separate room for me, just get one, said Carol. What, you'd be embarrassed? Am I supposed to take that at face value? Then why weren't you embarrassed at all when you pestered me for help earlier? Haha, that was an exception because of the special circumstances, Carol scratched her head with a stiff smile. Forget it, I'm too lazy to bicker with you. You have no shame, to begin with. Who are you talking about? Who has no shame? This lady is very reserved. Hee hee. Whatever you say. I waved helplessly at the waiter, just follow what she says and get us one room. Also, bring some hot water to the room later. I want to take a bath. As for her, I glanced at Carol, who had I want to eat meat written all over her face. Didn't she say she is very reserved? Then give her a plate of peanuts and rice for now. Hey. Lilith, I want to eat meat, not a chance. You.